How's it going, folks? So I got a viewer request video here for y'all today. I'm going to be checking out the band Wardance with the song House of the Rising Sun. Now, I assume this is a cover of the Animals classic, and I love that song. There's been lots of different covers of it, so I'm very curious to see how this one goes. But like I said, there's a viewer request. This song was requested by this ranger right here. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I assume it's a cover, but perhaps it's not. But anywho, let's jump on in and find out, shall we? Rangers, go. Yeah, definitely a cover. And, one thing I'll give it is I've never heard a cover of this song before where I've wanted to break stuff. So, I mean, I give them that without a doubt. Very interesting. Definitely sounds older. I'm not quite sure when this was released, but it definitely sounds 90s or even 80s, perhaps. And the mix and the sound quality isn't the best, but I mean, for this style, that's not really a detriment. You can kind of have this style, and with the production not sounding nice and crisp, where it kind of works in its favor because of the nature of the style, and it's just it's got that thrashy kind of feel, that angsty kind of vibe. So it suits when it sounds kind of raw. But with that being said, I do wish the production was a little bit better. But like I said, given the nature of the style and probably when it was recorded, it's just not only a product of its time, but also just kind of to match the style. having it kind of fuzzy and just sounding garage bandy in a sense. So yeah, it's difficult to really pick on the quality of it, but I do still wish it was a little bit better. Anywho, yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say about it because it is a cover, but they did a good job of really kind of making it their own, and really kind of just doing it in a different style than I've heard this song done before, which was cool. I like the beginning and the end, how it's more in line with what you would expect. And it's just that nice, melodic guitar and the deliberate vocal delivery and approach. And, I liked how it was end capped that way. But then the whole middle of the song, it just keeps ramping up. And it's funny because when that guitar kicked in, I was like, oh man, yeah, that's awesome. That's killer. Nice and rhythmic, but kind of propelling the song and giving it an extra energy boost. And then it just starts ramping up from there. I was like, what in the world? It just starts going ham. Like it just goes berserk. And with the guitar I'm surprised the guitar didn't catch on fire with like how fast that, they're doing the strumming and the riff, and the way the guitar sounds is very fuzzy and kind of all encompassing. It really just, you get absorbed in it. You just, like I said, I mean, you just really get absorbed like in the sound. It kind of envelops you and just pulls you in. So that was kind of cool. And that's one instance also where I feel like the production quality or lack thereof is to the song's benefit, because when that happens and when the guitar really kicks in and stuff, it just sounds very, very fuzzy. But it's kind of cool because, like I said, it just really, really pulls you in and really kind of takes you over with the sound. It's just emanating from the guitar, and it's just surrounding you. So that was cool. And like I said, I mean, it just takes off and just gets super speed, thrashy, all that good stuff. And like I said, I just want to grab stuff and just start smashing it and, breaking things. So it's pretty wild. The vocals, very interesting vocals. In the mix, they almost sound like they're distant, which is interesting, the way it sounds like the voice is kind of coming from behind the music. But yeah, very interesting vocals. They're different, they're kind of different, but it suits the style. It just suits the nature of the song. The drums are going berserk, and it's just speedy and just very cool, very different. Like I said, it's just somewhat unique. The take on the song and just the sound of the band, just that real garage band kind of feel. But yeah, interesting stuff. The original song is amazing. Obviously, I love it, and they did a cool job of kind of doing a different take. So I found that to be refreshing and cool. It wasn't just kind of a straightforward sort of take on it. They really did a different style, and man, does it just take off. It just goes nuts. But yeah, so really cool. I definitely enjoyed it. It may not be something I listen to all the time, but I definitely wouldn't mind listening to it again. And it just, I don't know, it's kind of infectious, and just the raw nature of it. I don't know. And then just the rocket. So like you're on like one of those roller coasters where it starts off kind of slow, and then it like just zooms and takes off, and it just keeps going from there. So I really thought that was neat how it just, man, it just takes off, this song, and just ramps up and up and up and up until, it kind of stops. Oh, and then like the solo in there was wild, and it's just ripping. And then at the end, it kind of like calms back down, and then does the nice little outro with the nice melodic guitar and all of that good stuff. So very interesting stuff here. Very curious, when this band was around, or when did they release this song and all that good stuff. Is the band still around? They still creating stuff? I don't know. But thank you so much to the Ranger who requested this song. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below if you know anything about this band or when they released this song or if they're still releasing material, all that good stuff. And what do you think of this cover? What do you think of the song? Let's talk about it in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger out.